If you've considered purchasing a new home here in this area, you're going to love this information. We're going to talk not only about the do's and don'ts, but what you should do in finding the right location, the right builder, and making sure you don't get taken advantage of. Most importantly, getting a great deal on that next property. Now, there's nothing more exciting than buying a new home. But the fact is, it could also lead to disaster. There's a lot you have to keep in mind, and I think you'll find that some of the helpful tips that you'll find in this video are going to help you tremendously in making this a wonderful experience as you find the next home for you and your family. It's exciting to think that you can choose your own neighborhood, you can choose your own floor plan, the options you want in the home, or even the upgrades and colors that you choose. You can really build from the ground up when choosing certain home builders here in this area. But I want to talk to you about the different phases of home ownership, the different phases of building a property, and you may want something that's ready right now that you can move in immediately, or you may want to choose vacant land and build your home accordingly. We'll talk about all the options you have and the different phases you might want to jump into new construction to get your family's next home. It's incredibly exciting to watch the whole process of a home being built from the ground up. However, there are some bad stories of home buyers going about things the wrong way, and in this brief presentation, we're going to try to ensure that never happens to you. This should be a great experience. After all, this is one of the most exciting times of your life. We always say there's an awful lot that can be hidden by a sheet of drywall, but if you have a representative helping you along the way, it's going to ensure that it's a great experience. You get a wonderful home at a wonderful value, and you can live for many, many years thereafter in that new property. So this all comes down to gathering information and preparing correctly. So it's crucial to watch this presentation and request the information package before you visit anywhere. We're going to talk a little bit about getting yourself an information package on all the builders in the area here, what's included, what's not included, the options, the upgrades, and where you might get the best value. We offer this completely no obligation whatsoever on your part to get the information and be well informed when it comes to shopping for your property and locating the absolute best home. Now, you may not realize it, but your initial registration when you walk into a model home can potentially cost you thousands of dollars. And the reason that is if you don't have someone that's representing you at that very first meeting, they're going to register you as having shown up without a representative, which means that can cost you thousands of dollars in the long run. So it's important you have a realtor representative, a licensed real estate agent that's working on your behalf rather than the paid employee that works for the builder at each of those locations. So it's crucial you find yourself a good representative. We do that here with our team. We may not be best for you. You should shop around, but you have to have a realtor representative to really represent your best interest and make sure you're getting a great deal on the property. Now, the advantage is it's not going to cost you a lot of extra money, and it's not going to save you a lot of extra money if you don't use anyone. As a matter of fact, you'll likely get a far better deal when you have someone on your side. So we'll talk a little bit about that here shortly, but I want you to think about saving your money and ensuring you get a great value on the home. There's an awful lot that can be hidden by a sheet of drywall. There's a lot of materials that can look good but don't last more than a couple of years. So we'll talk a little bit about that so you can get a great value on the home that you build. Some builders have better reputations than others. Some use better materials and subcontractors than the other builders do, and you want to be informed so you can go about this the right way. I want you to make the right moves and avoid any bad moves that could cause problems for you in the future. Now, I don't have to tell you that every builder has warranties, right? But some of those warranties don't cover important items. So it's important you research that as well, or work with a local professional that understands the warranty process, the quality of workmanship, and what each builder represents. Again, having someone help you can help tremendously in making sure you're getting a good value, and it's a safe investment for you and your family. New build companies all provide different types of packages. So when you think about what's included and what's not included, that might be a difference of upwards of $30,000. So sometimes they'll include an extra bath. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll include some cabinet upgrades, and sometimes they won't. So you really need to think about what's included, kind of a standard model that they have, and what would be considered an upgrade, because that will be different with each of the builders in town here. Again, having someone navigate that process with you can really help you tremendously in saving a lot of money, so you don't get those add-ons that really bring that home value up out of reach in some cases. But believe it or not, basic flooring is standard in some of these homes, which means when you look at the carpet that they choose, it looks great in a new home, but it has about a 3-year lifespan. Now, you know how much it costs to completely recarpet a property. So you want to think about the builder you're choosing and the quality of materials that they choose. If they're doing the things that look great but don't have much of a lifespan to them, you're going to be doing an awful lot of repairs in a brand new home. That's not something that you want to think about 3 years down the road. So getting that good builder and understanding the difference between the two. It's not something you need to do the research on. You should have a local professional representing you that can talk a little bit about kind of reputation of each of the builders in town and the quality of workmanship that they have. So these are the things that you need to educate yourself on, or have someone that is educated on that helping you along the way. Keep in mind that buying a resale home, it is what it is, right? But with new construction, you're literally creating every piece of this home, and the builder won't include extra benefits or amenities unless they're contractually obligated to do so. So there's a big difference between buying a home that's already existing. It's there, it is what it is, you can do a home inspection, you see what you got. But when we're building this thing from the ground up, the builder's not going to do anything that costs them an extra $1,000 here or $1,000 there. So you want to have that representative that can really watch this like a hawk, make sure we can negotiate as much as possible, and most importantly, this new beautiful home that you're building, it's absolutely perfect for you and your family. This can be a great experience for you, provided you've got the representation along the way. So your first step is to gather data and get a professional on your side. It's so important to get this type of information. As an example, the info packet that we can send out to you, there's no obligation whatsoever. We'll simply send it right to you. You can request that information below here, by the way. But it's going to show you some of the top floor plans from the top builders in town, what's included, what's not included. Many times we'll include the monthly incentives that the builders have as well. So you can see what are some of the monthly incentives that this builder has that might save you $5,000, $6,000 on your home purchase. So many opportunities available. It all starts with gathering that information, and I think you'll find that, man, what a revelation it is to see everything we have in this info packet. So keep in mind that using a real estate agent to represent your best interest is going to make sure that it's a big benefit for you in leaning things more your way. The representative that's at the model home or that works for the new construction company, they're literally employed by the new construction company. Their job is to make that company money, not to save you money. So you want to use a real estate agent in this process, and frankly, we'd be happy to have a totally no obligation phone consultation with you here to talk a little bit about how we can do that for you and some of the benefits that that would provide. There's no obligation whatsoever, so you might as well do a little research on it and see that this can save you an awful lot of money. Now, obviously, you know the person in that model home, they represent the builder, so they're educated on the product, they know what's being offered, they're well-versed in how to best present their offer in its best light. Their job is to make as much money as possible for the builder and to ensure that everything is negotiated in their best interest, but they are well-educated and can be a wealth of knowledge, so that's why you need a realtor to represent you. It's going to help you tremendously in saving lots of money, making sure this is a totally smooth process, and frankly, it can be one of the most fun experiences your family will ever have. It's great to see if you go out once a month and you see the forward progress of this home being built. It truly is so much fun, and knowing that you don't have anything to worry about, such great peace of mind, and you can really enjoy that process. So things like the cost per square foot, that matters. But remember, what's included in those square feet are going to matter more. And that's where getting an educated advisor can help you tremendously. So this is a big step for your family. Make sure that, this is going to reach your long-term financial goals. It's going to reach your long-term housing goals. And most importantly, it's going to be in a location that you'll be happy with for many years to come. So what we've done here to help you out is we've created a complete information package that can show you many of the builders in town, the better quality builders, the top-notch floor plans that they offer, some of their best sellers, and what options are included, what upgrades you may have to pay extra for, and some of the current locations that are available. Each of these communities that may have available lots. So we can show you that, as well as homes that are ready to move into right now. So as real estate agents, we work on the resale side and the new construction side. Frankly, any type of home you would want in town, we can help you with, and we're not going to sway you one way or the other. You may be considering new construction or resale. We can show you both of those options. So I think you'll find it to be incredibly helpful to at least have a no obligation phone consultation here. So what you'll find is we even have kind of like almost a discount code on some of the builders in town, or we can negotiate better deals for you, and we can tell you all about that on the phone call as well. So you'll get to see top floor plans, the options included, what's not included, and some details for you to watch out for to represent your own best interest along the way. So give us a call. We'll be able to get you the information package. That's going to be incredibly helpful, and we'll have a brief conversation about what you might want to look at, whether it's resale or new construction, and finding the best home for your family's needs. Again, we provide this local information package here with absolutely no obligation whatsoever. So reach out. We'll even pay the postage for you if you want it mailed. We may even have this PDF example that we can just email right over to you so you have it immediately. Reach out to the number below, and we're looking forward to speaking with you. Bye-bye for now.